In the year 1969, a young boy of 24 years started selling detergent powder door to door, and one day he becomes the detergent king of India. This detergent powder becomes the number one detergent brand in India, that is Nirma. In this video, we will discuss the rise and fall story of Nirma. If you have not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe. Karsanbhai Patel was a government employee in a chemist shop in Ahmedabad in Gujarat. His salary was not sufficient to run his family. He therefore started planning for a business to generate side income. He was a science graduate in pharmacy. Therefore, he had fair idea of chemicals. He started experimenting with caustic soda and some other chemicals to make a detergent powder. After many days of hard work and experiments, he got success in discovering a detergent powder. This detergent powder was pocket friendly and able to wash hard stains. Karsanbhai started packing it in home and selling detergent powder door to door. He named his detergent powder after his daughter's name Nirupama, that is Nirma. Those days, middle class customers were using laundry soap to wash clothes which was not able to clean hard stains. Also, Surf was the leading brand in detergent category which was costing rupees 15 per kg to customers. This was unaffordable for the middle class and low income group customers. Karsanbhai priced his Nirma at rupees 3.5 per kg, which was at very low cost compared to Surf, and also it was at par with the price of laundry soap. Very quickly, he started getting good response from the local markets of Ahmedabad. In few months, his per day sales grew up to 200 kg per day. This was just the beginning of his entrepreneurship journey. To meet the daily demand of market, he started manufacturing unit in a village besides Ahmedabad in Saraspur. He put a shed and employed some labor and started manufacturing it in large scale. Also, he improved packaging and added Nirma Girl on the back. This girl later became the number one brand mascot of India. Now, Karsanbhai wanted to grow even more. Those days in Ahmedabad only, there were more than 2000 retailers. But due to having new brand, retailers were reluctant to keep Nirma brand in their stores. Karsanbhai implemented a very innovative strategy to counter this problem. He hired few female staffs and asked her to go to retail stores across the city and demand for Nirma. Retailers thought Nirma is gaining demand and not keeping this brand may harm their profitability. They started purchasing Nirma and selling it from their stores. This strategy was very successful. Very soon, Nirma became number one selling brand in Ahmedabad and nearby villages. Now, the time was to expand in whole Gujarat. He knew that if he had to expand in Gujarat and nationally, then he will have to maintain the price leadership. He did not want to increase the MRP of Nirma, which was at rupees 3.5 per kg. Therefore, he maintained the manufacturing process very simple and cost effective. In Nirma, the major ingredient was soda, which was 60%. This was very easily available in Gujarat at very low price. There were no whiteners or perfumes unlike Surf. Also, he started manual manufacturing unit in nearby villages in the form of sheds to reduce the cost of manufacturing. Also, he was getting rebate of 15% due to not using electricity. Also, Nirma had to follow only 3 steps to reach to the end users, that is consumers. These factors helped Nirma in reaching to customers at a very cost-effective manner in shortest possible time. By 1975, Nirma had expanded across Gujarat. Reason behind this success was innovative product idea, price leadership, and cost effective distribution. Now the time was to expand nationally. For the first time in 1975, Karsanbhai launched his first ever ad campaign through All India Radio. Sabki Pasand Nirma. He knew that Indian consumers' psychology is that they want more jhag or foams. So he added thoda sa powder or jhag dher sara. Also he added kam कीमत में अधिक सफाई. This was in fact the excellent positioning strategy of Nirma. This communication strategy helped Nirma in attracting more and more consumers across the country. This way, Nirma grabbed 12% in 1977 and 60% market share by 1985 and became India's #1 selling detergent brand. By now, Karsanbhai had become undisputed the detergent king of India. As a result of continuous and aggressive promotion and placement strategy, a significant percentage of Surf and Rin had shifted to Nirma. Now came the term of HLL. HLL, who was ignoring Nirma till now, realized the actual threat and started planning the counter-attack strategy. HLL did an exhaustive survey to understand the consumer behavior of detergent users. He named this strategy as STING, that is, Strategy to Inhibit Nirma's Growth. The R&D team studied the Nirma strategy deeply and came up with the idea of a product and communication strategy which was going to ruin Nirma very shortly. HLL came up with a new low-cost detergent powder wheel. Also, HLL added a pleasant perfume in this detergent and made this irritation less for hands, but kept the price at par with Nirma. HLL launched an ad with the launch of this brand. It was मैंने मांगी थी सफाई और तूने दी हाथों की जलन. As a result, consumers of Nirma very quickly started shifting towards Wheel. By 1990, Wheel had secured the second largest position after Nirma. Also, HLL launched an ad with Surf showing a wise housewife communicating सस्ती चीज खरीदने में और अच्छी चीज खरीदने में फर्क होता है. Also in this ad, a yellow powder depicting Nirma and a blue powder depicting Surf was compared and was proven that half kg of Surf is equivalent to 1 kg of Nirma. This strategy worked for HLL and as a result, the market share of Nirma decreased to 50% and HLL increased to 24%. But this was just the beginning of downfall of Nirma. In the wake of boom in the detergent market, two brothers of Kanpur, Murlidhar and Bimal Kumar, launched a detergent powder with the brand name Ghadi. They found that cheap detergent market is growing very fast and also per capita income of Indian consumers are increasing rapidly. Consumers were promoting from low class to middle class. These middle class consumers wanted a high value for money product in affordable price. They launched Ghadi detergent powder which was much better in quality as compared to Nirma. Also, the price was 10% higher than that of Nirma. This created a better position in the mind of customers as far as brand image is concerned. This 10% increase in Ghadi was used to give better commission to distributors and retailers. As a result, retailers started recommending Ghadi detergent to Nirma customers. Also, to reduce the distribution cost, Ghadi used 200 km strategy. That is, within each 200 km, one manufacturing unit or depot of Ghadi was established. This resulted in better availability of Ghadi detergent in retail stores and also the shipping cost was reduced. Also, the ad communicating पहले इस्तेमाल करें फिर विश्वास करें worked as a magic. Customers started shifting to Ghadi like magnet. This killer strategy helped Ghadi in securing the #1 detergent powder brand position in India in a very quick time span. Due to these reasons, in 1990, the market share of Nirma was falling very sharply. Nirma hired a consultant, Samsika, to find out the reason of degrowth and counterattack these competitors. The survey disclosed the weaknesses in product mix. The excess amount of caustic soda were harmful for hands and also causing irritation. The fragrance of the detergent was not up to the mark. Also, the positioning strategy went wrong. The perception of cheap detergent was causing embarrassment in the minds of consumers. The consultants advised to improve the packaging, reduce the quantity of soda ash as it was causing irritation in hands and was harmful for clothes also. Improve the fragrance also. Also, Nirma needed to change the message in advertising and positioning technique to make it a value for money product. But Karsanbhai did not follow the consultancy. Rather, he ignored his core competency. He came up with a new line extension with new variant Nirma Blue to counter Surf Blue. By this time, one more giant in this segment, that is Procter & Gamble, had made foray with the brand name Ariel. Surf had clearly distinguished its premium as well as low-end detergent powder through separate brand names, that is Surf and Wheel, which was private label branding strategy. But Nirma used the same brand name Nirma for both its premium brands as well as low-end powder, which backfired because of its perception of cheap detergent powder. Nirma launched many other line and brand extensions, but all in vain. Positioning of Nirma was of an inferior brand which became self-killing with time and changing buying behavior of consumers. Nirma did not revitalize its brand positioning when it was undergoing declined stage of product life cycle. As a result, by 2017, the market share of Nirma fell down to just 4% from its 60% in 1985. Nirma followed the BCG model and quit detergent powder business gradually after sensing the failure to understand the change in consumer buying behavior of detergent soap. Nirma diversified into education and cement and also soda ash manufacturing. To revive growth, Nirma made a bold move by acquiring Lafarge India's cement business in 2016 for rupees 9,400 crore. This new entity, Nuvoco Vistas, is now among India's top 5 cement manufacturers, making strategic pivot from FMCG to B2B and infrastructure. Also, Nirma made entry into education sector by opening Nirma Institute of Management, which was again a very successful business strategy. Nirma's journey provides some powerful insights. Number one, disruptive pricing opens new markets. Emotional branding creates strong consumer brands. Innovation is essential to sustain leadership. Brand must evolve with changing consumer tastes. And lastly, diversification can revive a declining business. This rise and fall of Nirma is a blueprint of India's evolving consumer journey from affordability to aspiration. As Nirma reinvents itself in cement and beyond, its legacy remains a reminder that adaptability and innovation are the pillars of lasting business success. Thank you for watching.